Talk about some of the dynamics in relationships between men and women nowadays. What makes men pursue women? Why do women want men to show interest in them? Can men truly succeed with women by persistently pursuing them? I've come to realize that women are mostly concerned with what men can do for them. I've also come to realize that the more I criticize women for their behavior, the more I demonstrate my disinterest in them, and the more attention I attract. It's strange because when I was a nice guy and did all they asked of me, I never got the attention I seem to get today. Men must understand that the ball must be on their side of the court and not the other. Therefore, it's imperative for men to keep improving, to continue to take the lead, and to let their achievements attract women. Chasing women is pointless. When you pursue them, you essentially give them the authority to hold you captive. Instead, you must make them run after you in order to capture them and assert your supremacy. I've also realized that women are not only attracted to success, but also to the very illusion that success creates. Guys who aren't actually successful can attract level 10 women by projecting success through pricey luxury cars or by taking out mortgages on their futures, similar to how a female who isn't really attractive can create the idea that she is lovely by getting a breast lift or a nose job. Everything comes down to how you project your place in the power hierarchy. The greater it is, the more convincing your successive illusion will be. It's totally possible for you to exercise leadership over women and make them respond to you, especially if you treat them indifferently. Let me try to explain this. It's your self-confidence that attracts women. If you approach a woman with a higher social value than you, she will look down on you and show that you're not good enough for her. She would completely lose interest in you and feel as though she was losing her value by being approached by someone with little social value. So how will you proceed? You'll experience remorse, shame, and a loss of self-esteem. But she will soon come to the conclusion that you are more valuable socially than she is if you continued to treat her in the same manner. This is exactly what she would do if it were the other way around. Because if you didn't, you wouldn't be able to treat her with disregard. Some other person would volunteer to join her and become her dazzling knight in the distance. Since there isn't any knight, she'll believe in what you're projecting. The fact is that women love it when it seems you're going places, and when you talk about your passions, goals, and dreams. It's something they do too. When you learn to flash a bit of success and show a bit of your ego, they're bound to go after you. There have been times when I was put in the friend zone. That all changed when I started going after my goals to start achieving success, which instantly made them try to seduce me. Of course, I could see through the BS. This was even true when I was younger. They'd literally try to grope me and show in every possible way that they wanted me. If it was the other way around, and I chased women like this, it would only work if I was very rich or had a very high social value that famous celebrities have. And it had to be before my time of Me Too. If you stay indifferent to women and turn yourself into a focused and successful man, you can attain an idol-like status for those who want to rub themselves all over you. So, chasing women is never the right way if you want to remain on top of your life. It has to be the other way around. It's like it's either you chase women to only be let down and become known as the person who's not good enough for them in any way, or you're indifferent to them. Ignore them and have them throw themselves at you like hippos masquerading as unicorns. So, it's important to not let the horn fool you. Do your thing and let them come to you instead. It's extremely rare that everything fits when it comes to women. You're going to spend a lifetime seeing a woman you like, get her attention, have mutual attraction, and find her the best person to be with. It's just next to impossible. Sure, it is easier when they're young, because as they age, it gets harder for them to look more attractive. Age is never a woman's friend. But even when you remain indifferent to women and their approaches, they'll still try to jump into your personal space as if it were totally awk to do that. It's because they think that's what a man does and would understand. But honestly, to get the right woman to come after you takes a whole lot of patience. You've got to project the image of someone who's a great catch, socially and physically. You have to continuously expose yourself to that woman for her to want you. I've noticed that women who do come after guys and approach them first tend to have self-esteem issues. Since they think they've got nothing to lose and everything to gain, it just shows how they think about themselves and believes they don't have a chance with any other person. This is why they usually go after guys who are way above the social value chain. Blue pill men crave a woman's attention. They want their validation and tend to do everything they possibly can to get it. But when a woman gives you the attention you want without wanting anything in return, it often feels genuine at first, but in reality, she's going after you for the work that you've put into yourself to become someone who's successful. So it doesn't come as a surprise when guys who don't have a lot of experience can't recognize when a woman is giving him attention. That it's always because of what he can do for her, like raise her social or financial status or be with someone who makes a ton of money. They think they've just found the woman of their dreams, when in reality, they end up getting hammered after they decide to get married. So it's important to recognize why a woman is coming after you before you do anything about it. Being involved with a modern woman is almost like running with the bulls, and I'd rather run with the bulls than actually be involved with a modern woman. The main reason why women go after men who are indifferent to them is they want to be with a leader. Someone who does what he thinks is best and does not follow what the woman wants him to do instead. It may sound disrespectful to some, but a woman would rather be with someone who lives with a strong will and an attitude that sets him apart from the sheep. Women don't want to be with someone who has no will or no worth, because a man who has value can be of value to her. A value that she can basically bank on for some time until it wears off or bore her until she finds someone else. It's like going on a clean highway until you get more worn out after 1,000 miles. And then, when things get rough, she can find someone else to go and drive into the sunset on another highway. I don't chase women anymore. I do not get crazies to come after me all the time. But again, they're the ones who go after dozens of other guys just to see if they can catch one man who can be their trophy man, experiment with him, and then go after another. I hope men in other parts of the world still have their masculine edge, because where I am right now, it's just guys living off of the blue pill fantasy. Women these days challenge you on Tinder and try to put you down with their supposed wisdom stemming from their expensive education. They show their interest at first, but then you realize they're just trying to shame you and make you subservient to their needs. Somehow, if a woman approaches you and is too eager, you've got to learn how to put them in their place, otherwise they're going to take a bite off of you and try to snatch your testosterone away for their own pleasure. It seems that women these days are just out there trying to prove their worth by making sure they lose their masculinity and with it testosterone. They try to shame, guilt, and bully you into thinking that a man shouldn't be masculine at all. Because of this, I now absolutely avoid any people, from either gender, who show me that having testosterone or being masculine is a bad thing. That's what's wrong with society today. What's scary is how constrained men are nowadays, forcing them to suppress their manhood. Because they fear offending someone and becoming social outcasts, they are taught to remain passive and avoid confrontation. They no longer even bother to contact ladies because they are aware that they would not appreciate their masculine traits. Therefore, social media is the most secure platform for males to express themselves and their thoughts. And for this reason, males in the modern day no longer pursue modern women. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel. Until next time.